Now we turn to a dip in the nation's jobless rate. The jobs report out today shows a 74,000 job number added. That is below expectations, and the plunge in the jobless rate to 6.7%, largely shrinkage in the labor force. Now, House Speaker John Boehner had his statement on speed dial saying, quote, "Where are the jobs?" Over at the White House, no surprise, they had a different view.
The short-term employment rate is now roughly at where it was during the last expansion, and maybe a little below it, which means that the unemployment problem we have is truly concentrated in the long-term unemployment. Part of it is very much at the heart of the debate about how to move forward on extending unemployment insurance.
We have brought Congress here to the studio. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries came over from Brooklyn. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you.
Let me start with what John Boehner always says, where are the jobs, right? I think the counter-argument is, where's the jobs bill? They wouldn't hold a vote on the president's previous proposal. And where are the jobs benefits for folks looking for jobs? So far, the House isn't under enough pressure to hold a vote on that.
Well, the December numbers are less than expected, but it's important to note that it's likely that those numbers will be revised up. These are just preliminary numbers and often are revised up, as were the October and the November numbers. There's a view that I think is commonly accepted that the extreme weather in December, both the cold and the snow, may have in fact cost about 1,000 jobs from being added, which otherwise would have been there. And we've got to take a step back and look at the last 3+ years. The president inherited a train wreck in terms of the economy, and of course it's going to take time to get the economy back on track. But 8.1 million private sector jobs have been created during the Obama administration. We certainly have not gone as far as we need to go, and part of the reason is the Republican obstruction in the House of Representatives.
And I think, Congressman, that goes to 2 points, right? You talk about the jobs created, and the president is moving towards the State of the Union, where he is going to again push for a raise in the minimum wage to make sure the lower end of those created jobs actually are livable wages. Number 2, I want you to look at this chart. This is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And it shows you, in very real terms, the crashing red line basically is what just happened when we cut off benefits for the long-term unemployed. What that basically means is that the percent of people who are out of work getting covered by some benefits has crashed. Those people are suffering more. What do you make of that, and what are you telling your constituents if you're hearing from any of them on this?
Well, first of all, I think that chart makes the point that the failure to extend unemployment benefits for the long-term unemployed will have a significantly adverse impact on the economy. In fact, there are estimates that it could cost us about 240,000 jobs that will not be created. Because if you deprive these individuals of the ability to pay for basic expenses, one, not only is that inhumane, you hurt the broader economy because you lower demand. Lower demand reduces economic activity, and the loss of economic activity hurts the economy.
Right, and it's a growth bill. I saw your leader, Speaker Pelosi, had no comment on Christie, really. Are you also in a wait-and-see mode, real quick?
Well, we're in a wait-and-see mode, but I think all of us are troubled by the allegations and the information that has come forth, and it does appear that there was a climate of this type of behavior that has been set forth as evidenced by Governor Christie's own words. Most recently, the revelation that he referred to state legislators as animals. That's problematic. That's a problematic tone.
All right. Thank you very much, Congressman, for your time today.